Well guys, it's a rainy day here in Martelma, Wisconsin. You know what that means. We're gonna go pick up a bike. So it's been raining all morning. I think it's supposed to rain all day, so figured let's go pick up a bike here. And it's not just any bike. Check this thing out. 1992 Cr500. We're picking up this bad boy. It's up for $5,500 in De Pere, Wisconsin. Looks pretty clean. He said the lowest he would do is 53. I offered 45 and he said no way. So I think we're gonna get there and try to kind of look it over, see if there's anything wrong, see if we can get him to come down any lower, because 53 is pretty high, but looking around my area, they're all selling for like 65, so we'll see. We'll go and check it out, and this will be my second ever Cr500, so this will be very exciting. I've been looking for one ever since I sold that other one. I think that was a 94 I had before, so we will see when we get there. Hopefully it's nice. Vinny, are you ready to go pick up that Cr500? You want to come along? I think we're gonna bring the compression tester along with. So we'll bring this guy. Should be this attachment right here. Bring that one to check compression. We'll bring some rags along. And I think we're gonna bring the toolkit along. And that should be good. These 92 Cr500s run forever though, so that was one thing that was really nice about the Cr500s in the early 90s. Alright, on our way here. Got about an hour 34-minute ride. So we'll relax, listen to some tunes, and hopefully this bike is what we're expecting. If not, he's gonna have to come down way on price. So, alright. See what happens. Alright, we're about a minute away here. 2 minutes away. Getting pumped. Not every day you get to pick up a Cr500, so today's a good day. Let's see, it's right up here. Alright. Wish me luck. Hopefully it's a good one. Woohoo! We got the beast in the back there. Cr500. Thing is really nice actually. And it came with a whole front end. So right now, I think what's on it is a 450 front end from a newer bike. So he gave me the whole original front end. Came with the caliper, the suspension, everything. So that's pretty awesome. And then a new throttle cable, some oil, and then a subframe for it as well. So I think we should be all set. It idled perfectly, started up first kick. Thing's pretty sweet. So we will get home. He said it needs a little maintenance. He said oil should be changed. He hasn't ridden it in like 2 years. Chain needs to be lubed up. Gas change, he said. So we've got some stuff to do before the first ride, but the thing is really nice. This one might be a good restoration project if we ever decide to do it. So we'll get home, check it out. I'm pretty pumped. It's pretty sweet, pretty awesome bike. Oh, and I got it for $5,000, not 53. It came down in the price. The fork seals were leaking, so I asked him if we could do $5,000. He said okay. So that's probably the cheapest Cr500 around for that year. All right, we made it back home. This little guy was waiting for me. George, you want to go see the new bike? Come on, buddy. Let's go see the new bike. Oh! Come on, bud. Where's Vin? Where's the Vin at? He wants to see it. Vinny! This thing's pretty sweet though. But looks pretty cool. So the 92 was the first year of the plastics looking like this, where they're almost like glow in the dark pink. Kind of unique. Very retro. But you've got the Got the iconic CR logo on here. So a lot of people didn't like this. They went from the winged Honda logo to this, and people said that it looked like a kindergarten drew it, which I agree, but it's kind of cool because it's kind of rare. But we've got the FMF fatty pipe on it and silencer. The whole front end, I think, is off of a Cr500. Oh, there's Vin. Vin, what do you think of the new bike? What do you think? You like it? Vin likes the bike. But this thing fired up first kick, and it was idling perfectly. And he said he hasn't started in like 2 years, so that's a good sign. It does have the decompression valve right there that you can pull out for easy starting. You can see the frame is pretty rough. He said he was going to powder coat it, but never got around to it. And he had a bunch of brand new bikes sitting there. He said he was like a bike dealer for parts, I think, so. Chain and sprocket look pretty good. So, pretty sweet looking bike. It looks like that was scratched up right there from something. The tire, oh, I guess somebody ice raced it, I bet. The studs from the tire. He said he let this thing sit for almost 2 years and barely leaked anything. So that was a good sign. Alright, we got this beauty unloaded in the shop, looking great. Alright, let's do a little walk around and then we'll start digging into it. But you can see all the plastics are really, really nice on it. I believe they're aftermarket plastics. I don't think they're original. I don't think. It says right here, made in Italy. So I'm not sure where those came from, but it's got a different seat cover on it. Pretty nice seat cover. Like I said before, the FMF full exhaust system. I think it's pretty sweet. It has different stickers from the original on the swing arm. We'll probably get the original stickers for it. Sprocket and chain look pretty decent. Rims look pretty good. No dents in the rims at all. All the spokes feel tight. Has different foot pegs, it looks like. Nice and sharp. Those look good. Rear brake and front brake does work. Tires are pretty decent yet. A little tread left on them. So it's not looking too bad. I did notice a little bit of a leak right here from the decompression mechanism right here. So I'm not really sure where that's coming from. Hopefully it's not coming from underneath it, where it meets the head gasket. I don't think it is because it runs really, really good. But I checked over the whole case, made sure there was no cracks or anything in the case. And that's all good because you can't find replacement cases for it. So, it's got the Moose Racing shifter on it. Let's see how much gas is in here. It mixes at 32 to 1. It's filled up all the way with gas. We'll have to check out the air filter before starting it up. The previous owner said that they put bigger grips on it because this thing does vibrate a lot. So, there's some thick grips on it. He said it helps a little bit, but not a whole lot. Then we've got the Pro Taper bars. We've got non-matching brake and clutch lever. We've got Pro Taper clutch. I don't know what this one is. Looks like a no-name brand. Just a cheapie on there. There's Vinny. Vinny, what do you think of the bike, bud? Do you approve? Come here. I think he likes it. But yeah, and then compression on this thing is pretty crazy. Oh, I can feel it. So when you kick it over, you can kind of hear it coming out of the decompression mechanism actually. So it must be open right now. So check this out. So these do not come stock on the bike. You hear that air coming out? There we go. Now it's like impossible to kick over. So in is decompression, release, out is turning that off. So that's good to know. But you can see just by the hand test here, compression is insane. So we'll have to test compression, just see what that's at, but it's crazy. So I guess what we're gonna do is first do maintenance, then do the first start, and then the first ride. So stay tuned. You guys are gonna die when you hear this thing fire up. It's awesome. All right, we're gonna first check the oil. Make sure that's not milky. I checked it when I was there, but I couldn't really tell because I couldn't get very far into the oil, but it didn't look like it. So hopefully it's not milky, otherwise we have a bad water pump seal. Very gray, but not milky. So definitely needs an oil change. You can see how gray that is. It's not horrible, but it doesn't hurt to change it. Let's check the coolant, see if that's topped off. We're definitely changing the oil. This thing takes 750 milliliters, you can see right there. And that's the check bolt right there. So what we're gonna do is fill it up, and then if oil pours out of here, that means we're filled up all the way. All right, radiator's right here. Huh, not much coolant in there. What's going on there? That's definitely not topped off. Interesting. I can't even see any coolant in there. That's not good. Hopefully we don't have a leak anywhere. So it needs coolant for sure, and an oil change for sure. Let's get this back on. All right, anything else? Let's check wheel bearings. Wheel bearings, you just want to check and see if there's any slop back and forth. And you can see there's no slop at all. And then same with the swing arm bearing. The swing arm bearings are right in here by the swing arm. So we're gonna move the back wheel. You need to be able to see the swing arm moving a lot, but nope, there's no slop in there either. So nice and tight. Check the front wheel quick. That seems good. Yeah, that's good. So all bearings are tight. You can see the forks are leaking pretty good though, so we're gonna have to do those too. We'll try putting a feeler gauge up here. There might be just some sand that's stuck between the seal. And then I wanted to check the gas flow on this thing, so let's get the gas line off and check out what that gas looks like. All right. See what that gas flow is like. Hopefully it's pretty good. Got pink oil in it. To match the bike. That's pretty funny. Doesn't look like any water in the gas or anything. Get the seat off of here. Looks like newer hardware for the seat. Alright, looks like the air filter's in good shape here. Awesome. Still have the strap for the gas tank, that's good. That looks pretty good, all oiled up. Looking perfect. We don't want this engine blowing up first try. That would really suck. I forgot to show you guys the tag on the frame here. 1992. Alright, looks like we need a breaker bar for this one. Holy, that was on there pretty good. Oh yeah, she's pretty black. Let's see. Coming out of there. No metal shavings or anything yet. Fingers crossed that we don't have anything. That'd be horrible. Alright, so we're using some Lucas oil, 10W40. Just gonna put some of that in there. 750 milliliters to be exact. And then we'll check it from that check bolt after. Make sure we have the correct amount in there. Alright, a little bit more. Tad. Alright, the check bolt is right here. 10 millimeter. Take that out of there. Just see if anything pours out. And we'll let this thing drain until it stops draining. So I had a little extra in there. And then we'll let that drain out until it stops. Put the plug back in. Alright, I guess before we do the first start on it, let's get the carburetor out and just clean up those jets in there, just so that the first start's a little easier. And we'll also kind of see what jets are in there, so we kind of know what to base it off of. Because really the only aftermarket part it has, I believe, is the pipe. Alright, so there's a screw right up here for the clamp. So far I'm liking the design. It looks like the carb's easy to take out. We'll see when we get to that point. Hopefully it is. Some of these bikes, these dirt bikes, they make them impossible to take out. Be that easy, is it? Oh, the rubber's pretty hard on it. Kind of go around the rubbers here. Kind of soften them up a bit. They've been sitting for a while. It's not like the easiest carb in the world to get out. There we go. Come on. Alright. We almost got her. He said the throttle cable needed to be replaced as well. So we'll see what he's talking about there. Not sure why. Seemed like it was okay. Well, there's the carburetor. Let's drain out that gas and then start digging into that. So far it looks pretty good. Slide looks normal. Let's see, what's up and down. That's pretty smooth. Alright, I see why he said it needs to be replaced. Look right here, you can see there's a little break in it. But it's right down at the very, very end, so it doesn't make that big of a difference. He gave me a new throttle cable, so if it doesn't work when we're riding it, we'll replace that. Alright, let's see what's going on in the carburetor here. We'll see what jets we're running. Because it was used for ice racing, I'm guessing the jetting is going to be a little bit bigger than stock. And plus, I believe it was jetted for the pipe. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, that is spotless in there. That's what happens when you use premium gas. No ethanol, unless you cleaned it out, which could very well be. Alright. Needle is still rubbery on the tip there. Float doesn't have any pinholes in it. Let's see the main jet. It looks like that one is a 182. So we'll look up the stock ones in a second here. So 182 for the main. Let's see what the pilot's at. It seemed to idle really well, so the pilot might be stock. Pilot is a 50. See right there. It was kind of clogged. There we go. Cleared out. And then the air screw is on the side right there. See me turns in. 1 3/4 turns. Spring in there. You kind of want to check the end of your air screw too. Make sure that the tip is still pointed. And that is, so we're good. So let's blow through this quick. Looks very clean already. So it won't take much to clean this one. Alright, for the year 1992, FMF recommends a main jet of 170, a pilot jet of 55, clip position second, and then 2 out on the air screw. So we set it to 2 out on the air screw. Main jet, we're running a 182, so that'll probably have to come down since it's not that cold out. And then the pilot jet, we're running a 50. And it says a 55 on this one, so I'll probably leave that at a 50. We might change the main jet after the first ride if it seems too rich, but that's what they recommend. Alright, she was a little low on coolant, so let's add a little bit before the first start. She wasn't super low. So that's good, but we topped her off now. So she's all good to go. All right, first start on this thing. How many kicks is it gonna take? I haven't kicked over a Cr500 in, what's it been, 4 years? All right, who thinks it's gonna break my leg here? gloves on. Holy cow. Oh man, she is thumping good. Holy cow. It's like boom, 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 boom. Thing is sounding great. How many kicks was that? Like 7? It's not too bad. This thing is such a beast. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Idles perfectly. Doesn't get much better than that. That's pretty awesome. That is sounding so cool. Alright, I think it's time for the first ride. Let's go to the land and go rip this thing. Alright, we made it out to the land. The soybean crop still hasn't been harvested. Still waiting on that. Then we can rip all the way across the field. That's gonna be awesome. But not quite yet. Probably within the next couple of weeks here. Alright, let's give this thing a kick. Oh, by the way, this little cover right here, my friend Dick made. He watches the channel. Check this out, it's pretty cool. It's for the mower. So it folds up like that. It protects the mower. It latches and locks. So thanks again for Dick for making that. His custom design. Pretty sweet. I still have to put the railings on it, but yeah, cool design. So Dick, I know you're watching, thanks again. Things working out great. here we go. First ride on this thing. This is going to be fun. Here we go. See if I can start her up here. It's a big kick. Oh yeah. Warm her up for a little bit. Sounds really good. My hands are all numb from hanging on already. The handlebars vibrate a ton. Also, the bike sits pretty high. Here we go. Woo! Third gear, it really takes off. Just a little boggy yet. Do a couple passes. Woo! She takes off in third gear. She's clearing out now. I can really feel the power. You can see it's a little boggy in first and second there. Suspension feels pretty good. Thing's gonna take a while to get used to. Yeah, it's just a little boggy in first and second. So jetting definitely needs to be done. You can just feel the pure power of it though. This bike is not stopping for anyone. And you can tell it's not even clearing out in first and second yet, because this thing will pull off the ground if it's right, if the jetting's right. And there's definitely enough compression. This thing's hard to kick over, so it's just the jetting. Oh jeez. Starts like first kick after it's warm. this bike is going to be absolutely insane when we rejet it. So right now it's got 182 in there, and FMF recommends a 170. So we're really rich. So once we rejet this thing, it's just going to scream. But it does open up in 3rd and 4th gear, and it just like shoots off like a bullet. But imagine once we lean it out, it's going to be an absolute monster. Alright, made it back home after the first ride. It was a little boggy in 1st and 2nd, and then 3rd it was still a little bit boggy as well. So we're going to change out that main jet and then check the needle. I think we're going to change the main to a 170. Alright, so looking through my jets, we've got the 182 right here, and I found a 170 for it. So let's install that bad boy. Alright, so to get the main jet out, I just took the little cap off the bottom of the carburetor. That way we don't have to take out the whole carburetor. And let's see if we can get the new one installed here. Looks good. Put the cap back on. Alright, to get this needle out, it requires a 6mm socket. You can see right down there. Break that loose. Needle should pop out of here. Alright, so it looks like we were running pretty rich here. We're at the 2nd notch from the bottom here. And FMF recommends the 2nd notch from the top. So we've got to move that clip up a couple. Alright, so carburetor is all back installed. So we've got the clip to the 2nd position from the top on the needle. And then we've got the main jet set to 170. So we'll see what difference that makes. I hope it makes a big difference. It should. We dropped that main a ton. And then we went 2 notches up on the clip and the needle, which drops the needle quite a bit, which should lean it out quite a bit. So this thing should fly. But we're kind of running out of time for this video. It's already getting really long, so I hate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but next video we'll see how this thing runs with the new jetting. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be crazy. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for next one. And until next time, we are out.